John Duerr, Kaufman Truck Sales, Aurora, Illinois. Today we're going to do a really quick walk around on some of the brand new Volvo VNL 860s that were brought into Forsage Logistics. We've got 10 of them here. We've got more coming, and you're going to absolutely love these. These trucks were designed with you, the driver, in mind. It's been redesigned from the ground up so that you have a more comfortable ride, more fuel efficient ride, and most importantly, a safer ride. Everything about this truck is built for fuel efficiency and safety. I'm going to point out some of the key stuff as we walk around and give you the power and the tools you need so that you can give the road the 1-2 punch and get it moving here. First things first, up on the front side of the grill. Matter of fact, I'm going to set this right here so we all remember we're punching it through. Up on the front side of the grill here, you're going to notice that it's been redesigned so that it's longer, it's narrower, and you have better visibility coming off of the hood, right? Wanted to make sure that as we're out on the roadway, we get not only better aerodynamic capture here on the grill, but so that we can see, more importantly, down what we're passing through. The mirrors have been redesigned, but still strategically placed so that you're not having a blocked view. Then follow through down on the bottom side here, we've got the signature daytime running lamps. They've got an air intake down here which allows for cooling on the inside of the engine. That air is going to pass smooth and easy underneath the engine. The advantage of that is that you're going to have less turbulence out on the road, so the truck won't rock and kick as much. It's just really, really awesome what they did here. Put on disc brakes on the front so you get good grabbing power. On the side of the truck here, we have a Viper Red is the color that really stands out on the road, and then more importantly, you got easy black fenders down here on the bottom side. You've got blind spot detections on both sides of this vehicle. That blind spot detection goes all the way down the trailer. So even on a rainy day like today, you still have visibility down the side of the trailer, and the light is going to blink and you are going to be warned that something is over there. So super cool, all about safety, trying to make sure we keep you moving here. This truck has an idle reduction system on it, so that's going to help you guys be more comfortable out on the road while sleeping at night. Super quiet, less shaky, all that kind of stuff. Drum brakes on the rear, 4 airbag suspension system, a sliding fifth wheel on the truck so you guys can get your weights appropriate where you all need to. You've got Kaufman Truck Sales mud flaps. I don't know what else you could ask for. If you can't get access into this, that's awkward, but the whole point is that we want to have a nice tight facility here. So we built it so you've got an opening fairing here on the side, and you can gain access, grab your airlines, hook them onto the trailer. Super classy. Coming along the side of the truck here, we've got blind spot detection again, right? So once again, you've got it on the driver's side, and the passenger side and the driver's side. Forsage was really looking out, wanted to make sure you had the safest trucks on the road. So climbing into the truck here, inside the truck, you're going to notice that you've got an easy visibility across the windshield. You can see the front side of the grille. You can see the mirror clearly down the side. You can see the driver's side detection. You see the passenger side detection system. You've got awesome access for your plug-ins up here. They've got a USB and a C plug-in here. Absolutely easy peasy stuff. So good access all the way through on it. Spec'd it out with a interaxle locking differential, so that's super nice, and all kinds of widgets down here on the bottom. Let's fire it up so we can see it. Look at this dash. They've redesigned the steering wheel, they've redesigned the gear shifter. It's set up so that right now everything is in ease and access. Even if you got a big thumb, you got ease and access to everything you need, including the radio, including the cruise control, including the engine brake system, and the shifter. One thing I really love, and my favorite part about this, is the shifter. One of the things I absolutely love about this new steering wheel is the shifter. I can put the truck in drive, I can put the truck in neutral and reverse from right here. The thing that makes it super classy though is that it's backlit. So even at night you can easily see that you're going to be in drive, neutral, reverse. You've got your engine brake position up here where it's off. It shows it up here on the dash, and then 1, 2, 3, all the things that you need to know. Gives you your status of all the different pieces over here on the left side, so your starter battery, your engine oil level, your transmission oil temp, all of your pre-trip stuff can be done from right here inside the truck. This truck has adaptive cruise control on it too, because we've got the radar system, so you can set up the distance that you want to follow the vehicle in front of you from right here. You've got your cruise control options, your radio options, you turn the blinkers on and off if you're trying to be nice to a guy and all that kind of stuff. On the radio head itself here, you've got access for your air conditioning system, you've got power for the sleeper, the fan sleeper speed, the fan temperature, the temperature in the sleeper itself. You can raise and lower the fifth wheel. You can slide the fifth wheel here. You've got a driver alert system, so if you get too sleepy and you're starting to venture all over the road, the truck's gonna beep back in just like your car does, right? Just super cool stuff. You got lane detection, on-off switches right here for it. One thing that's new and really cool inside of the truck though is that we have a electronic parking brake system. So now if I take and I put my seatbelt on, and it's important, I got my seatbelt on, we're gonna drive a truck, right? And I put the truck in drive, my parking brake automatically turns off. So the advantage of that is that, number one, it's smart enough that it knows we're all hooked together and doing its thing. But number two, it allows for us not to have to push and pull on this thing. Now check it out. I want to take off my seatbelt and my parking brake automatically re-engages. So make sure when you're operating the truck that you always have your seatbelts on. Anyhow, put the truck back in neutral because that's where it needs to live, and everything's fantastic, right? Easy access for your hazard lights here. Just a fantastic layout inside of the truck. Easy access for turning on your foot lamps, your overhead lights, your door lamp, of course the sleeper bunk light. Cabinets galore inside of the truck. One other thing that's super cool is it's a heated windshield. So now, when we're driving in the wintertime, we got a heated windshield, so we don't have to reach out the window and flick the snow and ice off anymore. So that's super nice inside of it. That it's going to be equipped with a carbon monoxide and a smoke detector. So as you're operating the truck, you're going to be in a more safe environment because obviously it's going to point those pieces out to us. Looking around the backside, we redesigned it with the driver in mind, right? The most important thing they did is they moved the wardrobe cabinet here. Used to have a big tall cabinet, now we have a standard cabinet. You've got easy access for food storage here, plus a footstool, so you can climb up to the top bunk if you want to. This is a nice, easy section here for you to get into your wardrobe, so it still has a hanger system inside of it. We still have the hanger system inside, so that makes it nice and easy. We have a double bunk system, so you have the lower bunk with the upper bunk. We'll show you how that comes down. Over here in the passenger side, you have the refrigerator with a freezer on the top section. You turn it off with the power button on the left-hand side if you want to. And then of course we still have our pull-out section here. So this comes out for our nice easy workstation here. A microwave tie down, a TV prep for the vehicle with 12 volts energy. Good storage cabinets up on the top section here, and extra hidden cubbies up on the top, right? The bunk works pretty easily. You push these buttons right here, and the bunk comes up or comes down. If you need a mattress up there, we can get you a mattress up there pretty easy. But if you're just putting things up there, you have this easy system for storage. To lock it in, you simply pull this down toward it, and that locks it in so things don't go flying on and off the shelf. So really thought through some of the different challenges that you guys can have more storage, more flexibility out on the roadway. One other thing that I do want to show you guys is how to operate the bunk heater and cooler. Bam! All right, you're done for the day, you're stationed, you've parked the truck, you know where you are, everybody's happy, we've got our gloves off, we're beat, we're going to bed, right? So, in order to do that, we're gonna turn off our truck. We wanna be nice and comfy. So, the trucks are equipped with a parking heater and a parking cooler. In order to turn the parking heater or cooler on, we are going to come back to this dash before we climb into the bunk. I'm going to hit the P button, which stands for parking cooler. And I'm going to turn the temperature to whichever way I want. If I turn it to hot, what's going to happen is in about 30 seconds, we're going to hear the bunk heater turn on, which is going to be underneath our feet. If I then decide, I don't want to be hot, I want to be cold, I'm going to turn this baby down low. I haven't done anything else. I've touched 2 buttons at this point, 2. I turn the system on, and I turn the dial to the temperature I want. What we're going to hear from the front is the condensers are going to kick on here momentarily. We've done nothing, but now we're nice and comfy. If I then want to transition to the sleeper, because it's going to operate in 2 sections, it's going to operate in the front or it's going to operate in the back. It will not operate on both sides. All I have to do is hit the power button here and then move to the back. When I'm in the back, I'm going to turn the temperature of my sleeper down to the temperature I'm looking for. And what's going to happen here momentarily is air is going to blow out of these vents. Now the super important thing is if it's not hot, it's not going to turn on the air conditioner. So it's all temperature driven, and now we'll start to hear air cycle from underneath the bunk. Hit the P button, you can hear the system starting to wind down, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you operate your parking climate in your brand new Volvo VNL. Cheers.